The problem is I can't look it up because the only part I know is rotten. Like I can't even look that up.
No, that's not look upable.
No.
No, you need words. You need words.
Rotten. Something like that. I just don't remember what it is. It's driving me crazy.
Let's start with Penn State because I've been itching to talk, and then we'll get into Michigan, Harbaugh, and everything else. So, you've got a couple weeks since we probably caught up on Penn State in general. You had Ohio State, which went, I don't want to say as expected, but maybe not entirely unexpected. That the defense played well, very well actually, and the offense sucked, which the writing was on the wall, right? You have Indiana, which is just a worse team. That was pretty much the same thing again. And the defense took a day off. It didn't matter because it's Indiana. Then you had last week. So I want to kind of start the conversation there. So last week, I feel like, and Aller pretty much said this too, I think, in like the post game, but he pretty much was like, I'm not going to worry about making mistakes. I'm going to go and attack. And I didn't see the game. So I want your guys' thoughts. But from everything I read and saw stat-wise, it looked like he did. He wasn't so careful, or rather, he wasn't so worried about making a mistake. He was more worried about making the play, making the throw. So what's the thoughts coming off of last game into this week about the offense?
I'll go.
Take it.
Yeah.
So, if you asked me 2 weeks ago how confident I was to beat Michigan, I would not say at all. And now I'm ready to bet on us money line on the FanDuel sportsbook, right? So last week, Drew, did you see any highlights or like nothing at all?
I saw probably every touchdown pass like highlight. I just didn't see the game in its entirety.
So you saw like those corner fades to Dante Cephas.
Yes, too. Yeah. Yep.
That's not something we would see in previous week. Not even close to that. He was letting it fly. There were other passes downfield that were some big plays that again we haven't seen, and even a few more drop passes by like Tyler Warren, who we haven't seen drop passes all year. Like he was a completely different player last week compared to what we've seen early in the season. So that was a good change.
Awesome.
He's comfortable.
Yes.
He's playing strong. Best ball he's been playing. I wouldn't be surprised if he's dark horse for Heisman.
Throw it out there.
Somebody's got to say it, right?
Well, I think 9 weeks into the season might be pushing it to start playing your best football.
Hey,
but I like the enthusiasm.
No,
better
Big Ben's
now
talking
than
about
ever.
next year. Big Ben's talking next year.
Oh,
already.
I'm talking this year. Hey, I'm talking
Yeah,
1-0 this
you're
week.
dealing with
I'm
it.
talking
This
this
guy's all
week. Heisman candidate this week. That's the important one. 1-0, baby.
As we
That's
speak.
true. That is
This
true.
week.
Sure.
But yeah, I don't want to say that he's like unafraid of consequences, but like we were talking about it when I delivered the chair to you, and
Mhm.
that first interception might have been the best thing in the world for him.
Mhm.
Like now he kind of, we were talking about like it's like bowling when you run the first 7 and then you miss number 8 and then you can exhale and you bang out like the next 25 no problem, because you finally like all right, the pressure's off. You're not Mr. Perfect anymore, like he's not now. So now he can just play more, not loose or like he's still careful with the ball, but like he's not afraid of messing up.
Yeah.
The sword
as
has been removed from the stone.
Yes.
Exactly.
I saw somebody say that, and I was like,
I love that.
that's a great one. It's true, though.
How old is he?
love
Like
it.
19 years old? Is he 19 right now?
Yeah, 19.
So if you're a 19-year-old kid and you see
Yep.
all over all the news outlets that you have the record for passes thrown without interception, like that's going to be in your head. Now that that's done, yeah, he can let loose, and everyone wants to see that. And I'm sure his teammates are saying the same thing now that they saw what he can do, and he did that last week. So if he can, no, he's not. I don't think he'll play that well every single week, or especially against a good defense like Michigan. But if he has flashes of that, which he probably will, now that he's done it on a field, we could be in for a very good game this weekend.
I think
Yep.
we win straight
And
up. Sorry.
Do
go
you?
ahead. Yeah.
No, I was gonna say we can go there next, but I have another hot take. Actually, let me go real quick too on this one. So maybe a hot take, maybe not, but just again focusing on Penn State before we get to the game. I think the wide receivers too, after seeing and hearing you guys talk about Maryland, I think we were a Harrison Wallace terrible injury luck season away from maybe sneaking by and being all right. Because with basically what happened was you have KLS as one, right? And then more or less was junk, right? Because Harrison Wallace was in and out of the lineup, hurt, played half the games maybe, never got in rhythm, this and that. And then you needed time for Cephas to kind of come into his own, which hopefully now he has. Time will tell on that. We'll see. But instead of it's like if you're thin on the offensive line and you have 5 starters and no one behind them, as soon as you have one injury, you're going to slowly start to become screwed. That's what we had at wideout. We had just enough, probably. We had an injury and we were screwed. And now, I feel like if you had Cephas coming on, you had Harrison Wallace healthy all year, it might not have been the same situation. Like Aller's definitely part of it, right? Now that he's letting loose, that played a factor too. But I feel like that got a lot of blame, and I think it's more on the injury. I think the Wallace injury was key because they're so thin. It's not that we had no horses, we just didn't have many, and one of them got hurt, one of the 2 big ones, and that really crushed the past couple weeks. So hopefully he's okay and comes back. Hopefully Cephas is actually gonna pick it up and is the launch pad now. But I think that was as much a part of it as Aller not cutting loose too.
Yeah, for sure.
Yep.
I mean, looking at what Cephas did last week and those corner fade touchdowns, like we don't have anything like that since maybe Chris Godwin.
That's not
Like, we don't see that jump off.
That's also not a throw that Sean Clifford ever would have made. Love the guy to death, but he's struggled hitting that particular pass in the past.
That's true.
Even
That's true,
McSorley
too.
couldn't do it either. At least not well. He had
No,
Godwin go
agreed.
for a 50-50. So it's like Aller, he just has that touch to him. I mean, he's showing why he's a 5-star in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. He can make every throw on the field. He just needs to be consistent with it, and he's looked better the last 2 weeks for sure.
Mm-hmm. And the emergence of Cephas
Yeah.
is going to help out a lot too.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, wide receivers not getting separation in past weeks was a huge, huge issue. But I think so. Let's kind of get into the Michigan game. I think
Yes.
Michigan has, I think, the number 1 pass defense in the country. We're gonna have a couple problems in that area, I think.
I got a question for you. I'm
Just
gonna
a couple.
Yeah.
Who they play?
I mean, that's true. That's actually a fair point. That's a fair point. But
More so than Michigan's defense, I'm worried about their offense, and in particular, I am not scared of McCarthy by any measure. Michigan, I think Blake Corum decides this game.
I'm gonna completely
Michigan can't run the
disagree.
ball this year. Yes, they're totally opposite from last year. McCarthy is carrying them.
If you look at
That's I don't know. That's my.
He's the only player on the field that I'm afraid of for Michigan on their front 11.
No, they're gonna beat. If they're gonna beat us, it's gonna be through the air because we have a better run defense than they do. They have a worse run offense than they usually do. We have a bad run offense. They have a good run defense, but then they have a great passing defense. So we need to just keep them through the air. They haven't played anybody, but their relative performance, which is like a analytics metric, has been very, very good through the roof, like top 5. So they're still, even though they played bad competition, they're still holding their opponents to under their average. So shout out college football nerds for that one. I stole that stat from them. But Bella, have you ever watched those guys? I know you like all the big analytics guys.
I have not watched them in particular, but they've come up on the timeline before. Like I've seen tweets
They're
from them and stuff like
fantastic.
that. But I haven't.
Highly recommend. But
So
yeah,
even if
Nice.
I would say, even if you look at the season and you're saying that running the ball as well, a team like Michigan in a big game like this is going to. I mean, they're going to try to run the ball well, and they have the line to do it, and they have the running backs to do it. And I think even more so than Corum, I think that it's the offensive line. And is Edwards healthy right now? I haven't watched a lot of Michigan this year. I'm not gonna lie. I think that change of pace and McCarthy's legs are the problem for us in this game. Because we give up a lot of quarterback scrambles.
I have a counterpoint.
I don't think they're going to beat us in the air. I think it'll be on the ground from both the running backs and McCarthy.
We're split. We're me and Bike. Yeah. All right. Interesting. Yeah.
You're saying that they haven't played anybody all year. That's why their pass defense looks so good. But if they haven't played anybody all year, why does their run offense look terrible? And you think they'll? I'm
gonna full transparency. I don't think I've watched a single Michigan game, so I don't know that much about them this year.
I watched them week 1. I lost on them. I bet on them. They didn't cover the spread, so.
But I know that
they good teams win.
They have like the exact same team as last year, though. Like they have the ability to run the ball. Like so do we. We have run the ball as well this year.
Can't steal signs.
We have the ability to.
Can't steal signs anymore.
Yeah. True.
Yeah,
Yep.
Harbaugh was
That is true. I don't know.
Before he started stealing, I think. Did I see?
I think so. Yeah.
That's right.
Right when he got hired, that's when they started winning.
I cannot
The
even hear you
curve.
saying that because I said literally the exact same thing earlier today in a phone call. So
No
you're right
coincidence.
about that. There's no more. Even if they want to steal them, we have to change. If we change our signs for tomorrow, bad game for
Yeah.
Michigan. Bad game for Michigan.
You see the Manny Diaz
Did
show up
you guys?
early.
I
be
was just gonna
loud,
say
yeah.
that. Yes.
Third
Be loud.
down.
Yep.
Oh,
Third
yeah,
down. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man,
I was
love
loving that one.
guy. We need to just give him a what's it, a Bricks truck with a big fat wad of cash.
The Brinks.
The Brinks.
Brinks.
Yeah, give him a
Armored,
Brinks truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Back that baby up, dump it in his lap,
Yeah.
keep him here.
Get him the Garda.
Whatever he wants.
I'm afraid we're gonna lose him next year.
We will.
No,
I don't
he said
blame
he
him.
wants to be a head coach again, so he's gonna be gone at some point. It's just next year would be a godsend, an extra year for him. That'd be amazing. But I doubt it. I doubt it. Yeah.
Let him be
Let's
the head
keep
coach.
Diaz and bring back Joe Moorhead.
Ooh.
Yes. Would
That'd
love
be a
that.
scary duo.
We should bring back.
I got
Joe
one
Moore.
name for you. Alex Grinch is on the market, man. Let's get
Love
him
it.
going.
Ooh, I'd be down for some Grinch.
Some Grinchy boy.
I like me some Grinch.
Wait, do you guys know? Do you know who he is though?
Relatively.
Uh,
Yeah,
He's
heard
the
his name.
USC
I think.
USC defensive coordinator. He
Yes.
just got fired.
We'll
It's
take him.
fine though.
No, we won't take him.
Yes, we will.
No,
Okay, so
he's the Grinch that gives away Christmas.
I'm
No
not
child
sure if
can
you
defeat
guys
the Grinch.
I'm sure we'll
That's
come back
true.
and talk about the football, but I came prepared today to talk about a little bit of music too. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So I have a question for you guys. This is not football related. Are you guys? What's the November 9th? Are you already listening to Christmas music? Yes or no?
No, hard no.
No.
Okay, so I'm not gonna lie.
No,
I've been
no.
listening to Christmas music for 8 days, right?
Miss me with that.
Oh
And
man.
and if you guys have the chance, look up the song "I'm the Grinch," or it's not. Well, that one too. There's
Call
also
Me
one
Back
"You're
in,
Me
like,
One
3
Mr.
weeks.
Grinch" by Tyler the Creator, and it's one of the best songs you'll ever hear in your life. Like I'm just letting you know that right now. So when you get the chance,
All right.
maybe come December, Tyler the Creator, "You're Me One Mr. Grinch,"
Right.
great song.
For the
Talk to me
record,
on November 24th.
It's so good.
I'm not against listening to Christmas music right now. I just have not done it yet.
See, the thing is,
That's where I'm at. Yeah.
I think that I
If
like too many Christmas music, like too much Christmas music to like not have to like. 1 month is not enough time to listen to it, in my opinion. That's just me. But I like.
If
a
I
lot
hear
of
it now, it's like, yeah. If it's on,
You
it's
know?
good. It's like it's fine. We're close enough, but also like I'm not gonna pull it up just yet. You know, it's like a little early for that.
I've got a big playlist going.
But ooh,
I'll send it
Yep.
your way after.
It gets earlier.
I'm
and
sure-
earlier. This year it was the 28th of October. Saw a Macy's Christmas commercial on
Mm-hmm. That time of year.
before
tough.
Halloween. Even that ain't
That's
right.
tough.
Before
It's a little
Halloween. That's
much.
why I waited until November 1st. I gave Halloween its respect. But like now it's Christmas season for me.
Yeah.
Not that I'm
yeah, I
over
think
with
I mean
Thanksgiving, but
I do
We
give
love
out a
Thanksgiving,
hall pass
but-
for Penn State games in November. Like back half of that last game and the second to last game at home.
Next week for Rutgers.
Okay. For Rutgers, we will have Christmas music available.
Yeah.
Mariah Carey's gonna be on every
We
you
will
know,
have one
speaker in the
Christmas
parking
song.
lot for Rutgers. Yeah,
yes.
you know that's coming.
Oh,
Let me
yeah.
hit the ox.
I don't know. Oh yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, bring the heat. We'll have it.
Yeah,
So
I think we got a squad we were talking about for that too.
What's up?
What's up? No, I was just gonna say I think we got a squad coming for Rutgers. We got a nice turnout I think planned. So
Yeah, it'll be good.
we'll be repping.
It'll be a fun time.
I got to get my crew for Rutgers. They were talking about coming down for this one, but I don't think they ended up getting tickets. And if they did, they didn't tell me. So,
So I've got a slight problem with the Rutgers game.
oh no.
I still don't got a place to stay.
Well, you can stay with me.
There you go.
I'll sleep in the car if I have to. There's no
No,
big
you
deal.
can stay with me. I just can't house all your buddies.
That's the issue. That's the problem. If I'm being honest with you,
Then I
I've
can't
got
help you.
one guy in
Yeah.
talks who might let us stay, but we'll see how that goes.
How many people do you
Oh.
have? Ballpark.
Like 7 or 8.
Oh yeah, I can't fit 7 or 8.
What?
Sorry.
Odd.
I can fit like 3. Because Dad's gonna be down here too, probably, right?
We'll cuddle up.
Oh, you cuddle up? Yeah, you want to?
Cozy.
If 4 of you guys want to share an
Cozy.
air mattress, we can make it happen.
Okay. Sounds good. I'll let them
Just
know.
a-
I'll let you guys know.
Pile of bodies
Yeah,
just
put 2 guys
laying
this way
around.
and then put 2 guys this way on top of
Yeah,
them.
perfect. Perfect.
Give-
Go double wide,
Give
too
it the
tall.
chalk.
Easy.
No, it'll be good. It'll be good.
Build
Yeah.
like a log
It'd
cabin.
be like
Lincoln
Listen,
Logs.
that
if
episode
we
of
win-
Seinfeld.
If we win this weekend, I
Put
don't
'em in
care
the
if I
drawer.
sleep on the grass next weekend. We just need to win this weekend,
That's true. That's true.
True.
right?
That is true. We'll
So
figure
what
the
do you
rest
guys
out.
think? You think we're coming home with it this weekend, or any score predictions?
I got a score prediction for you.
Oh, here we go.
I didn't
Here we
have
go.
numbers in my
No,
head
no.
yet.
Let's save this guy for last. Let's save this guy for last because he's the one. He's the one that's going to be the most interesting take, I think. So let's do the other 3 first. I'll go first.
Go ahead.
I think that our defense is still the top 3 defense in the country. Obviously, I'm going to say we're holding them to 21 points. We're going to have. I'm going to go with 1 Daquan Hardy interception and 1 forced
Ooh.
fumble by Abdul Carter, and I'm going to say
Ooh.
it's 31-21 Flannel, the good guys.
Nice.
Yep,
Nice.
with another pair of Dante Cephas touchdowns.
And he's got 2 Cephas again. All
Yep.
right. All right.
Yep.
I'll go. I got this. So sadly, I'm too practical, and I gotta get on the record. And I'm gonna say it's gonna be Michigan. It's gonna be close though. They're gonna cover. I got a Michigan fourth quarter, either tug or field goal, to take the lead. I'm going 24-21. I think it's close. I think it's a fourth quarter game, but
Tex,
Yeah.
you're not
You're up
Michigan too,
next.
are you? Oh no.
you're up
You
next.
can't hear you.
Tex.
Get that off.
Hang on, let me think up a new prediction real quick.
You could be
Literally
on the record.
Literally right down to how it happens too. That Michigan's gonna score late. We're gonna have a chance to come back, and we're not gonna be able to do it.
I didn't add that part. That was a nice touch.
Hey, Tex, say the exact same thing, but the other way around.
I'll edit it to make it look like you went first.
Yes.
No. No. You cannot copy this part. This part came before Tex said whatever he's going to
I'll
say.
chop
There's
that
no
right
Just
out.
cut that out.
I'll
Just
chop
cut
that
that
right
out.
out. Easy.
do not get this twisted. Literally
That's quick
twisted.
editing. That's quick
No,
editing.
but I will say, pragmatism getting the better of me here. I do think it's gonna be Michigan. I'll be a sport. I'm gonna say 25-28. Michigan
Ooh.
does it. I'm gonna say
25?
25.
Yeah, give me that odd number.
That might be a scoregami right there.
All right.
It might be.
Scoregami.
It might be scoregami, Tex. Yeah.
I don't know scoregami.
You know
Sorry.
scoregami?
Oh, scoregami.
There's a
you don't
Twitter
know?
account.
Ooh.
They post whenever there is a score that's never happened before in the NFL. It's a great
Scoregami.
account.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's a great follow.
Yeah.
But no, I'm going 25-28. Michigan hits the field goal. We have a chance to close it at the end, and we come up short at home.
That's very sad.
All right. All right, Bike.
Okay, so
It's time.
I made a prediction back in the first week of June, I think, about how this game was going to go. And true to my word, I will stick by it. Penn State wins by 3 touchdowns.
Yes.
34
And
This is what we
start
did
the
at
Adler Heisman campaign.
34-10.
There goes
34
all the
10.
audience retention. All 3 people that were watching to that point are now no longer watching the video. That's why we saved him for last.
So my my if I had to be realistic judging on how the season is going right now, I do think Penn State wins it. I really do. Because I think our defense is going to be able to hold them. I don't think they're going to be able to score on us. I think it's going to be a low-scoring Big Ten Classic. And I think we beat them. I think we get just enough done in the air. Now that Aller is unleashed. And I think we edge out a win something like 25-21. The other way from
Okay.
Tex. So Penn State wins
Yep.
25-21.
How would put up 25?
Tons of field goals, man.
Okay. All right.
All field goals. To
6
get
got
field goals
him.
and a touchdown.
That's right. That's right.
one field goal off the upright or something to get
I
there.
like it. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, hey,
Fair
you
enough.
don't think I'm gonna like? Hey, look, hey.
I'm
Enough
not
said.
It's a big
Enough
it's a
said.
big game, so Franklin might pull out the 1-point field goal play because it is a big game. So you never know. We can get to 25.
Easily.
That's true. That's
No,
true.
Two touchdowns with 2 failed 2 points.
Yeah.
Mm.
One failed,
Yep.
2 point.
Yeah, that'd be even,
Yeah.
right? 2 failed is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And then like
Two failed,
three
another
field goals,
fail.
whatever. Math is tough. But yeah, 25-21 Penn State.
All right.
Falcons.
But I'm
Busy
on the
guys,
record. I'm on
Falcons.
the record for 3 tugs. Win by 3 scores.
You can't have 2 predictions. What's your
No, that's true.
not
You're
one.
only on the record once.
My
There's
on
no
the
2
record.
records.
All right, you know what? Then fine. Guess what? 34-10.
I commend
There we
you.
go.
I
His
commend.
word is his bond.
That's right. I called it. I have an email sent. I have it literally on the record that I sent this back in like June. I gotta stick by it.
That's even better. If you're that far back, you got to stick with your guns. You know.
What his emails?
Do you have any money on that bet?
No, because
Yeah,
I don't
good
think
man.
I don't think I could. I don't think I could. I would if I could.
Good man.
I'll check right now. If I could, I'll put $10 on it right now.
That's just not smart. But okay.
Yo, how
Get
did
the
you hear
alternate-
about
Yeah.
MGM getting cooked?
No.
No.
No, no.
MGM Sportsbook is getting destroyed because this dude bet a total. He had 3 same game parlays on like a women's World Cup game, and it was like I want to say like Vietnam and like Switzerland or something, and the odds, all 3 of his bets he placed, the odds were a plus 6,000.
Oof, yeah.
And he threw down like a couple thousand on each one, and they all hit. So he ended up pulling down like somewhere like 200 grand in winnings.
That's not bad.
And
That's a good day.
MGM emailed him and was like, "Nah, we got the odds wrong. Sorry," and took his money back.
Oh.
Yo.
That's
yeah.
crazy.
Took the
Yo.
money. Yeah, the odds weren't supposed to be like that. We didn't notice. Sorry, we
That's
voided your winnings.
crazy.
Took the money off him.
Could they
So
do
now he-
that?
Apparently, like it's in their clause terms of service somewhere that like if an error was made, who now were they actually supposed to be those odds, and they just want to cop out? Maybe, I don't know, but apparently in their TOS
Of course they do.
somewhere,
Yeah.
it says that well if there's an error in the odds, we can blah 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 blah. But he's suing them over it. So.
How do you
Good.
confirm
Good
an
for
error
him.
in the odds?
Exactly, it's subjective. It's,
Yeah.
well, this isn't what we wanted it to be after the fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
The
wild.
problem is the terms of service is what gets you there, because then they could pretty much hide behind that and do whatever they want. So it's
Yeah.
like if you're using the app, you're pretty much screwed. You know?
You have to prove malfeasance at that point, and that's a lot harder.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's like, you agreed to do terms of service. They probably have something in there that's like, if we deem it's a mistake, it's too bad, and then you're just cooked. But
I don't use
That'd
MGM,
be nice.
so I'm good.
Yeah, stay away from MGM Sportsbook. They're crooks.
Yep. Unless they want to sponsor us.
yes,
Then I love them.
yes. Then we love
can
you,
be
MGM.
bought. We can be bought.
That's true. My opinion can be bought. I
Yeah.
have no shame. I have a price.
We're not ruling you out, MGM. Come on down.
Bring it in.
Yo, what's the better play? What's the better play? Parlay or no parlay? Just in general as a betting strategy.
To make money?
To actually
make
win.
money.
No
To
parlay.
actually increase the amount of money you
Not
have in your
parlay.
account.
No parlay.
Not parlay. I agree.
But-
Okay. I learned the hard way this
Parlay's
season,
more
but
fun.
However, that being said,
It is
I don't
more fun.
think I've ever made a single leg bet. I only do parlays because they're a lot more fun. Speaking of, last week it was first day of college basketball, right? And I just wanted to be in a good mood, so I made a 19-leg parlay of all heavy favorites, or at least like 7.5-point favorites and up, and 18 of those legs hit. And I bet them all money line too, so like 30-point favorites money line straight up. The only one that didn't hit was Rutgers losing to, I don't remember who they played.
oh my
Rutgers.
God.
That's what you
About
get for
right.
betting on Rutgers. What was
I know, it's my
what were
own
the odds? What
fault.
were the odds?
They were actually like only minus 250, so if anyone's gonna lose, it was them.
No, I mean like your parlay odds. Huge?
Oh, it was 10 to win $25.
Wait, to win 25 or 25,000?
$25.
25. He had 19 leg parlay, $25.
Well, it's because I've got like Kansas against like East Niagara Falls minus 35.5, and I bet them straight up. That was one of my legs. It's like plus 10,000.
The Rutgers bet on its own probably would have won like 17 of $25.
That was the majority of the bet. That's why I couldn't take them off. I was about to take them off, and I tried it, and it went from winning $10 to winning $15 to winning like $4. So I couldn't do that.
There it is. Yeah. I was wrong. I lowballed it. It was 21 of the 25.
Yeah,
Oh man.
it was
Oh,
fun though.
yeah.
Aside from during that game, I had a great time rooting for a lot of heavy favorites. So
That
including
does sound like a good time.
one of those heavy favorites was, I don't know who watched it. Penn State was a favorite, minus like 20 points, something like that. I don't know if anyone watched the game, but we looked really good. Aside from like 20 turnovers, which is not good at all, we looked really good. Like defensively, we look amazing, and we look like and once they figure out we're going to be a scary team this year.
And did Puff play or no?
Puff didn't play. No, Puff was not in.
So we still get Puff too. Yeah.
Yeah, we get Puff back. Puff
I
Johnson.
thought Ace did not have a good game, did he?
Who?
Ace Baldwin?
No, Ace didn't shoot the ball extremely well, but Ace did everything in the court.
Okay.
He had 4
I
steals.
only saw the box score. I didn't, you know.
He had 4 steals. We had 8 Lions with a steal. Registered
Okay,
steal. I
that's pretty
think it
good.
was 8.
That's pretty
Because
good.
we had
We got like
20 turnovers, but they had more than we did. Now, who did we play? I don't even remember. Oh, we played Delaware State. So we
Delaware
played.
State.
No offense to Delaware State.
No, we
Not
got
a good team,
Lehigh
obviously.
tomorrow. Or
That's a
today
good
if
test,
you're watching
actually.
this. Or today if you're watching this when this is live.
Or possibly right now, or possibly yesterday.
Or possibly last year.
Maybe next year too.
Speaking now that if you're watching it from next year, I really hope you enjoyed us winning the March Madness. I hope you.
and the Natty.
I hope you bet on us when this is coming out, because you'll make a lot of money that way.
And congrats to Michael
back
on his
and rewatch
correct
this
Michigan
video.
prediction.
So great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, great call.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
that was amazing,
it's
Mark.
such a great time of year because we have college basketball starting out. You got teams like JMU beating Michigan State, which always happens at the beginning of the year, like crazy stuff. And then college football's at its peak, where everyone's on their last leg trying to get into the playoffs now. So, just such a great time of year. I love it.
Yeah.
It is. It's crunch time. It's wrestling season starting up. It's fantasy getting in the thick of things. It's
We're looking good for wrestling.
I'm in tough
Yep.
shape in fantasy. Oh wait, you want to talk wrestling news? I got wrestling news right now.
let's go. I want to
Hot
talk
off
fantasy
the
too, but
press.
wrestling first.
Hot off the press. Did you guys see what's going on with the Iowa wrestlers?
Yes.
No.
Like 4 or 5 of their guys are suspended for the year for gambling on Iowa.
What is happening?
Brand's
Yeah.
kid is suspended. And he needs a medical red shirt to not be done forever. That's it.
Chef's kiss. See ya.
I don't want to name all the players because I don't know exactly who it was, but I know Brands for sure because that one jumped out at me. But it's like starters
So-
in their lineup are not
So
gonna.
here's the thing, though, right? Should you bet on your school? No, but he bet on like their football team. He bet like $5.
No, I understand that.
Oh, it's BS.
But it's Iowa. It's definitely BS. Like who cares? But
It's Iowa, right? I understand.
The only thing I will say for Brands, for the kid wrestling in particular, is I actually wish he could wrestle so then we can beat him again.
true.
So that's like a lost opportunity. But the rest of them, that's, we're loving to see it.
I hate hearing the announcers talk about the Brands kid because his dad was a good wrestler and he's the coach of the team. He's not good. He's just not.
No.
Like, and I'm just sick of people talking about him like he is. And maybe, all right, you know what? Maybe I'm spoiled because I'm a Penn State fan, sure. But like, either way, like, there's good Iowa wrestlers that come through there. Brands is not one of them. He's a pumpkin poser. That's what he is.
He just pulled out the pumpkin poser.
Yeah.
Well, what does that mean?
Don't worry
Brands
about it.
must retire immediately.
He's not a bad wrestler. He's not a bad wrestler.
He's not
at all.
good.
No, he's
so
relatively good.
passive.
He's relatively
so
good.
passive.
It doesn't matter.
He's got no
that
fire.
win matches. He's not.
He
He's
doesn't
not
love
a
the
national
sport. He
championship
doesn't love
level
the sport.
competitor.
He is Iowa football encompassed in a wrestler.
Yes,
Defense, amazing. The rest, nothing there.
but he still wins games.
But is better than most. But is still better than
Yeah.
most. Iowa's ranked. You can't say they're not.
Exactly.
What are they ranked?
Could not agree more. That's a great comparison.
20
Actually,
Yeah,
Right.
see, if you ranked,
Something
I
like
think
that.
we had to talk about this once. If you're ranked lower than 15, it doesn't matter.
The other thing I feel like too is
Yeah, I
in
agree.
wrestling, especially if you're not like one of the top 3 or 4 wrestlers, you don't realistically have a shot at a national title.
that's not true at all.
And in your weight class, you're
That's not true at all.
Okay, you maybe have a shot, but you're a heavy underdog. Would you disagree with that?
Not 3 or 4. I'd go like 7 or 8.
I mean,
mean,
it
that's not exactly-
happens, but like,
how many 10 seeds make the finals? How many 8 seeds make the finals? It happens a lot.
yeah, but how many of them win?
It's not a super uncommon thing. Like it
No,
does
I'm not
happen.
saying it's super uncommon, but you're definitely a heavy underdog.
But wrestling
Yeah,
is no
you're-
different than any other sport. It's not like
Yeah,
the
no,
same
yeah,
thing
yeah.
is true in football. No, like the 9th seed in the college football playoff rankings, even if they could play, what's the chances they win? Very slim. Same as wrestling, all right?
How did we
I-
get to a place where saying the winners win was a controversial statement?
Right, like-
That's what I'm
it's how
saying.
it works.
I'm not trying to be controversial. I'm just saying. Like I
But
don't think
that's
no.
just-
that's
I
your gimmick.
think
That makes sense
I think the
controversially.
gap. I think the gap between the top echelon of wrestlers and Nelson Brands is big. I think there's a big gap. That's all I'm
But
trying to
he's-
say.
okay.
I think
I wasn't
that
sure what we were
best
trying to
guys
accomplish there.
are more likely to win.
This guy,
Yeah.
Michael, this guy has transcended his operating on a different plane right now. is what
I've
he's doing.
transcended common sense. Okay, we're out here.
Yeah,
No,
I'll
no,
wait
no. You finally arrived at common sense. Is what you've done.
You heard it here
It's been a
first.
hard time
Penn
coming,
State
my friend.
34, Michigan 10. I've arrived at common sense.
Never mind. I
Wait,
try to
wait.
compliment you.
I'm trying to remember what that was though. It was the pumpkin imposter. What was that terminology I need to?
The pumpkin,
Pumpkin poser. Pumpkin poser.
Oh, yeah, that's something. That's
Yep.
something.
I'm telling you, I don't know.
Nice. So
How we doing, boys?
real quick,
How we doing?
fantasy is not doing well. So I just
Ooh,
roll.
wait.
I'm
So-
about to go ahead.
Before we
Sorry.
enter the realm of fantasy sports, can we
Yes.
take a hot minute in the world of extra real sports?
Nope. Let's go right to fantasy. No, sorry. Sorry. Go ahead.
Sorry, no time today.
Sorry,
Maybe
sorry,
next
sorry.
week.
All right,
Go
so
ahead, go ahead.
I'll make this short and sweet. I need honest, unadulterated opinions from guys who know me better than anybody else. You guys right here. 4 words.
No, you should not play Quidditch.
Yes, you should play Quidditch.
I'm on the yes team.
Workplace turkey bowl.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
That's a no-brainer.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
All right,
yeah.
I thought I was just gassing myself up, like thinking I'm gonna run it, but I think I might actually run it.
It's the real
Oh,
test of how good you are with the Force. Turkey
That's true.
bowling.
Oh no,
Chad
no.
Vader.
Okay, turkey bowl, as in like flag football. Oh, if it was
Oh.
bowling, forget about it. If it was bowling, it wouldn't be a question. guys.
Okay,
That's
so
a
here's the
different
thing.
question.
Here's the thing. I have a turkey bowl every year for like the last 4 years, and it is one of the most fun things you'll ever do. It is a great time.
I definitely say do it. Yeah.
Something about
Absolutely.
a turkey bowl, like flag football is great, but turkey bowl it's a turkey bowl. Yeah,
Get the title.
I-
the title.
All right.
yeah, you have to participate in one to understand the greatness of the turkey bowl. And I actually have the trophy from last year, so
So,
It
Tex,
is,
is there anyone even your age, like remotely?
Yeah.
That you're going
doesn't
against?
matter.
You're
Doesn't
right.
matter.
okay.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't
No, I know
matter.
it doesn't matter. I'm just
This
asking.
ain't,
Yeah.
this ain't the Toby squad where it's me and geriatrics.
Like how, like how bad it's gonna be was my question. But apparently not that bad.
No, it's not like that.
Geriatrics. Oh my
Honestly,
god.
That was so rough working there. Like when it's you and then the next closest guy is like your dad's age. That's tough.
Hey, I had a great time
That's a
working
blast.
there. I enjoyed it.
Not-
Let's go.
If Toby Hen wants to sponsor us, we love you.
Oh, I
We're
still
not
love
saying
them.
no.
I still love
Listen,
them.
if I did not stay for the doctorate, I absolutely be working at Toby Hen right now, and I'd be right in Mr. Shumsky's group. That's where I'd be, playing myself on that seat. Oh baby, oh
Yes.
baby, I'm
Colonel
living
Shumsky,
life.
yes.
Oh, someday.
Colonel Shumsky.
Okay, we keep
Yeah.
pushing him hard enough.
And we gotta think of a title for Lynchak too. Colonel Shumsky and something for Lynchak. What's like a bitty
No, you know
something?
what? You know what? I don't think he deserves a title. I think he needs to put
Or-
in his time.
I think Mister is
Corchester.
pushing it for him even.
Mister, I mean, yeah, Mister is tough. Mister actually is probably that's good for Lenchak. It's like the Bill Murray with Chevy Chase talking about should he use the pool or the pond. Pond is good for you. Lenchak can be Mister Lenchak. I mean, you don't like that
Lenchak,
one.
we gotta
You
get
like
him on the
Daddy
pod,
Jack,
baby.
come on.
We gotta get him
We
on the
do.
pod, man.
So he did send me
Next-
questions that I promised I would ask on the pod.
Oh,
This should be good. This should be good.
3 questions, and we all know that he's the biggest Penn State fan in the world, so he asked Penn State questions.
Big Big Ten guy too in
Huge,
general.
Huge Big Ten guy.
Honest, for real though, Big Ten guy.
Actually Big Ten guy, but he has a couple
Biggest
Penn
one I
State
know.
questions.
Yep.
The first one, I actually thought they were pretty well thought out until the last one, but the first one was pretty good. With how lost Aller looks at times, did Penn State mess up his development by sticking with Sean Clifford last year?
no.
All right, who wants to take it? Yeah.
I'll take this one. That's
Go
a
ahead.
clear cut no. No, they did not. You have to play the quarterback gives you the best chance to win. Done.
I'll give a little devil's advocate. They did mess it up. They just messed it up this year, not last year.
Fair.
They didn't mess up last year. They messed it up this year.
It had
Clifford had nothing to do with it. They still messed it up, but
Well,
You know.
he is developing well though. Is the thing, like he's not getting
Yeah.
he's not a bad quarterback. He's getting better each week, so he's developing.
I think the spirit of his question was should they have started Aller last year to get his
No.
experience for this year? And
The
my
answer
answer
is
is
no.
no. My answer is no.
no.
especially with how last year turned out,
Yeah.
they won 10 games, they won the Rose Bowl.
Bowl, yeah.
That was the ceiling anyway for that team. That team
Mhm.
actually overachieved doing that. I think just
yeah,
the talent on the
absolutely.
team.
Absolutely.
I agree.
So you can argue though that the coaching may have had a factor of why the sword was in the stone for so long, going back to that metaphor or whatever you want to call it, right? So that you can maybe argue for this year, but I don't think it was because of last year. I think it was just this year he came out and was tentative, and now hopefully he's not. We'll see.
So that question gets a grade of nice try.
Make a trial and check.
All right, second question. With college football playoff expansion going to 12 teams, should you expect Penn State to make it every year? If not, is the year considered a failure?
Yes.
Yes to both.
Yeah.
No, you should not. You should not. You should. No team should be expected to make it every year. It's like that's. And some teams
With
will.
12 teams, you should. No,
You should.
if you're Ohio State or
I
Michigan with 12 teams, a down year you're still 10 or 12. Yeah.
Mm,
When
If-
we
but-
finished,
But would you consider it a failure if you're not a top 12 team? Absolutely. If we finish the year
Yes.
17, I'm disgusted.
no, I'm not saying I wouldn't be disgusted,
Same.
but like every year, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess
Top 12.
expectation-wise, you've
Yes.
done it every year. Yeah, that's fair then.
because honestly, whether it's 12 teams or even like if we stayed in the 4-team format, if we finish lower than rank 12, it's not a winning year for me.
I agree.
That's
I
true.
agree,
That's
too.
true. That's true.
Keep in mind the new Big Ten too, with the development or with the addition of Oregon, Washington, all these good teams, USC. You're possibly going to get in at 12 in that 10 to 12 range at 9-3. You could
You
possibly
said
lose
it's
3.
USC there.
I did, yeah. You noticed though, but they're not going to have the Grinch next year, so it's going to be legit.
That's true. We'll have him instead.
Yeah, he'll be on Penn State. That's right.
I love how it's a podcast episode when we already have fan mail. This is
yeah,
fantastic.
right.
That's true. We came, man, hot, man.
Yeah, hey, listen.
Locked.
Leave your questions for next week in the comments below. We'll read them and if they're good, we'll ask them on the show. If not,
Yeah,
we'll
talking,
deal
we're
with you in the
talking
comments.
Linchak again.
Yeah, leave us comments, Linchak.
One figure a week.
Yeah. All right, and then his third question: will Franklin ever be able to take Penn State to the truly elite tier, or will they always be stuck in the very good team that won't be a serious title contender?
Oh, I disagree. This is an excellent question. One that's been asked
Yeah.
many times in the last 3
this,
weeks.
This is going to be the most divisive one. I know that for sure. Who wants to go
Yeah.
first?
All right. Tex, you haven't gone first. Tex, go first.
All right, I'll lead this one off and say I'm going to try and split hairs here and say I think that there are more than 4 elite teams in the country. So by definition, you can be an elite team that does not make the playoffs. And I think that's where Franklin has gotten us to.
Fair. Do you think that he could take them to be a title contender? That's the second part of the question.
See, that's tougher because for me, we are a title contender. Do I think we can do it, especially after losing to Ohio already? But I feel like we've been in it. I mean, especially coming into the season, we were supposed to be there. We were a contender. We've gotten to a place where our reputation now even with Franklin, holds us at that level to be talked about every year.
Yeah, I think we got to be careful though, right? Because you're not a title contender unless you've been in the playoff. I would say once. That's got to be like a qualification,
Qualifying that, right?
and we haven't. And
So in
it
that-
comes down to
to
tomorrow,
break-
more or less.
To break the question down, then, do I think Franklin is going to crack us into the playoffs? No.
Not even next year. Not even next year.
Well, next year's 12 team though.
12 teams?
Yeah.
It's different.
I agree.
Do you think we have a home field playoff game next year? It would be. I would say that's an elite team in the top 6. I believe or maybe it would be top 6.
This is tough. That is it. I think Franklin can do that for us.
Okay.
I
I
think
would
he's
say
got-
that's an
I think at that point you might be title contention. If you have a home playoff game with a 12-team format, I think that's
Mhm.
title contention.
I agree.
That's essentially like the 4 teams now. It's just going to be
Yeah.
6 instead of 4 as that upper crust, and then the bottom 6 are you got lucky that we include more teams.
Yeah.
And maybe one of them will knock off a higher team, like maybe a 6-7, or I don't know exactly what their format is, but yeah, I think that those top 6 teams are going to be your real contenders when it comes to that point.
I think
Yeah,
Franklin absolutely could take us to be a title contender. Absolutely, 100%. I know a lot of the old heads are gonna hate that take. I
Yeah, the old heads.
yeah, like Bill here.
I'll go next. Keep going.
So I like to think back 2016, right? We're a 2-loss team. We lose 2 games early, win the Big Ten championship game. There was a very real argument that we should have been in the playoffs that year. If that's the case, would we not have been a title contender that year? I'd argue we were a title contender. 2017, couple setbacks, obviously. We're always 1 game short of making where we need to be. And I think a lot of those games have been a 1-score game. I understand the whole, you can't lose the 1-score games. I get that. But at some point, the pendulum's going to swing the other way, and we're going to start winning those games. And I really think that that's not a Franklin issue. I think it's been a couple, bad luck, maybe a couple bad decisions. And really, I think it's teams playing over what their skill gap is. We're being out-recruited by Ohio State and playing them to a 1-score game how many years already? And I think that's a huge part of it. And if we're matching up to them, then as soon as we have the talent, which we're pretty close to right now, we're going to start winning a couple. And all we're going to need is 1 year where we take the 2 big games on our schedule, take them down, title game. That's my opinion. I could be completely wrong. Feel free to call me an idiot. That's my take, and I stand by that because I don't know who I'd want for a coach more than Franklin.
You touched on something there that I kind of want to dig at a little bit, and this is not like an indictment of your stance. This is just something that I thought that I'm having that I want to discuss with everyone. You said that Ohio State's out recruiting us, and that to me kind of made me think, all right, well, if Ryan Day is out recruiting us, what is the edge or appeal of holding on to James Franklin, who we kind of come to a consensus is not really an X's and O's guy, but is huge on the recruiting trail?
I don't know if I agree with the consensus on that. I think that's part of the issue. I think because that's definitely how I used to feel, but I feel like we give him a lot of crap for, clutch spots that he's made bad calls in. Instead of looking at the entire body of work, yeah, he's made some boneheaded calls. Okay, the 4th and 5 draw, stupid. Everybody knows. But I feel like he's surrounded himself with the right coaches for the most part. How many defensive coordinators did we go through that were absolute studs, right? That got hired off other places. Joe Moorhead, we're getting our offensive coordinators poached. He's bringing in a good coaching staff, and it can't be we're losing big games close. It's always on the head coach. It's just not, in my opinion. I think that maybe he's not the stereotypical mastermind head coach, but as far as being a bad X's and O's guys, I don't think I agree with that.
I also don't think.
Go ahead, Bill. You.
All right, just really quick. I agree with Mike on that point. So I don't think it matters as much that he isn't. I think it's I think Tex is correct that he is not. I don't think it matters as much as people might say because again, you're coming down to 2 coordinators calling the plays anyway. He's not calling them, so I don't know if that really has that much of an impact. And he's done well, to Mike's point, getting good coordinators. So I don't think. I mean, he's missed a couple on offense, but on the whole, defense has been an impeccable streak, really. And offense has been mostly good. Moorhead was, home run. Yurchich seems to be great. I mean, we'll see how he works out, I guess. But I think overall he's done a good job with the hiring. It's just for me, and this is kind of going into my take then too. So you've got 2 parts of it. Part 1 is Franklin is not out recruiting Ohio State, Georgia, Alabama, the very top tier teams of recruiting, right? He's also out recruiting pretty much everybody else, right? So you're just below the crust of the very, very top, and then it's Penn State under Franklin. But he's also not developing the way Iowa, Michigan, these really good development schools that are getting the most out of the talent they do have, he's not developing at that level. So he's not recruiting at the highest level of recruiters. He's not developing at the highest level of developers. So that's why we're stuck in this one score away every single time. And I don't see that ending. I'll be honest. I could be wrong. I hope I'm wrong this weekend. Next week, if you watch this, if it already happened, hopefully I'm wrong. But I think the key is, who would you rather than Franklin? And that's the problem. So I'm going to answer the question both ways. I'm going to have the cake and eat it too. I don't think so. I don't think it's going to end anytime soon. I think they're going to lose Saturday, like my prediction said. Again, I hope I'm wrong. But I still wouldn't want them gone because there's nobody better that you can get available out there. Unless you're going to pull Saban out of Alabama. Unless you're going to pull Kirby out of Georgia. There's a very short list that's that much better. But in the situation we're in, I don't see us getting through. That's my take.
I'm on the market.
Game changer.
I say, Bill, you actually had a really great idea right there that I never thought of. Why don't we pull Kirby Smart from Georgia?
Why doesn't Alabama join the Big Ten?
Why don't we just take Nick
Where is Eddie
Saban and
Collins?
put him on Penn State?
Yes.
Actually, what we need to do is get Mike Elko to be the defensive coordinator after Manny Diaz leaves.
Honestly,
And Mike Elko to be the offensive coordinator after.
I'm available too.
Leaves.
I'm available too.
Could you imagine having offensive coordinator, defense
Oh,
coordinator,
man.
same exact name?
Oh man, that would be a dream come
The ultimate
true.
team.
Oh man,
The ultimate team.
I don't even
Oh,
need that.
man.
I just need one Mike Elko on Penn State's coaching staff.
Just so that someday when I'm old and decrepit, I can point at my kids or grandkids and say, "See that? You're Pop coached Penn State.
You gonna be Pop?
That's right.
I'm gonna be Pop. That's
You're
right.
Pop.
Whoa.
Pop.
Oh, this guy.
You're community
Yeah.
guy. You know that.
I am, but no one else does.
No, everybody. Are you kidding me? Community is a huge show.
Is it?
It was, yeah.
Because I didn't hear about it until you told me about it like last
Yeah,
month.
because
2
it
months
came
ago.
out a long time ago when we were kids, when we were little. We were chilling.
It was 2015.
That's not when it came out.
It was done in 2015.
Yeah, that's when it finished after 6 seasons.
Ran out.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch Community?
No.
Did
Yeah,
you guys
not
hear
yet.
of
I'm not
Community?
gonna lie.
I've heard of it.
Yeah, see?
I
Yeah, I've
watched
heard of
the
it.
whole series in about a month. I finished it yesterday. It's a fantastic show.
It's a great show. It
Nice.
had Childish Gambino before he was Childish Gambino.
Oh,
Donald Glover.
nice tidbit.
Donald Glover.
Trivia?
Donald Glover, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so.
Nice.
Great show. Highly
Nice.
recommend.
Great show.
Highly
Great show.
recommend.
Anyway, there's one guy that goes pop, and that was the reference. But
His name is
it's nice.
Magnitude.
Magnitude, yeah.
Chevy Chase is also in the show. Speaking of Chevy Chase,
He
earlier,
is.
he's also in the show.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yes.
And he's like
Yeah.
obviously older and everything. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, he's nuts. He's nuts.
He's an old racist guy on the show.
Yes,
Oh man.
he's nuts. It's wild.
It's his character.
Yeah.
No, that is his character. Yeah, that is his character. It's wild. It's wild.
Yeah. It's a great
Chevy
show.
Chase,
Highly
don't kill
recommend.
me.
Highly recommend.
Yeah. Is that it from the mailbag? Is that all of the
That's all of
questions?
Lenchak's questions.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, you wanted to talk about fantasy now, Bill. I'm sorry. We kind of got
Oh,
tangential there.
No, we're good. That was a good one. But no, I just wanted to point out that this week I may roll out the worst fantasy lineup I've ever rolled out in any league, in any year, in any
We
week.
gotta hear it. We gotta hear it. What do you got?
All right, here we go. So
Which league?
So the
is it?
headliner,
So,
it's our league. It's
Okay.
our league. The headliner is, I believe I have Herbert in our league. Let me see. Yep. So Herbert,
Good
best
start.
player that's going to be in this lineup is already done now. Damian Pierce, or however you say his name, is questionable. And now actually I just pulled it up and it's projected at 0. So now I don't even know if it's going to be him. Zach Moss, who is ceding carries to Jonathan Taylor.
He's sneaky though. He's sneaky.
He's sneaky, but he had like a lot less last week and probably will have less this week and less
True.
next week after that, and so on and so forth. DK Metcalf, who is questionable, also a headliner, which is not a good sign as wide receiver 1. Zay Flowers, playing the Cleveland defense. Cade Otton, my boy Cade Otton, who popped off last week. So hang on. Noah Brown, Curtis Samuel, Browns defense, Riley Patterson. Total projection, now that Pierce is out, 93.
That's not that bad. That's not that bad.
93. If you're projected less than 100, and I know
With
they
two
mean nothing.
flexes? With 2 flexes?
With 2 flexes, you are not in a
That's
good
tough.
place.
That's tough.
So here's the thing. I have all my guys, and I'm projected like 105, I think.
All right, well then you're in rough shape too, man. I mean, hey, join the club. Let's go.
It's because Evan's got stinking Najee Harris on his team, the bum, the perennial bum.
The bum guy.
Oh, I think Evan's thing died. I think we lost him.
He dipped.
Yeah.
No, he probably swapped to his fantasy app to look at his lineup.
Yeah.
His camera.
Actually, that's possible.
I might disconnect Evan. Let's see.
I just want to shout out myself from going through
There we go.
the tight end drought and now living in tight end surplus heaven.
Who do you have?
So
Yeah, who's
I
that?
had I had Firemouth, he went down. And then I had Zach Ertz, and he went down. So I picked up Trey McBride, the handcuff to Ertz. And last week I grabbed Taysom Hill off waivers, who's now tight end 10.
Nice.
Pretty good.
And McBride
Yeah.
is load. McBride is now currently tight end 20, and he's projected to go higher.
Okay. That's not bad. That's not bad. Can we
That's-
also
yeah,
talk about
solid.
probably the biggest come up of any fantasy team I've ever seen in my life? Craig.
Yeah, I mean, you saw that one coming though, right? I mean, that was one where you had people hurt, you had people missing the first couple weeks, like Cooper Kupp.
Yeah, but
like,
he's a
all that-
juggernaut now.
he scored like 120 against me last week.
He's projected at 113.
But he's a juggernaut.
One of my projectors are I went to check and I forgot when I'm in FaceTime and I go to do something on my phone like falls apart.
Yeah, we figure. It's okay.
Yeah. What do I have this
Okay.
week? Let's hear my lineup. I know I've got
Let me
who's
see.
my quarterback right now? I might be starting Russ if Russ is in.
I'll pull you
Let
up.
him cook.
Hang on. Russ, let him cook.
Yeah.
Broncos country. Let's ride, baby.
That's right.
Also,
Right.
James Conner's coming back, which is good for my
Is he?
team. He is. Yeah, he got activated off IR. So that's nice.
Evan, what's
That
your
is
team
nice.
name? Are you Slant Man?
I'm Slant Man.
You've got Derek Carr, Joe Mixon, Najee Harris, Marquise Brown, Jahan Dotson, Sam Laporta, Keenan Allen, Alexander Madison. New Orleans defense and group for your kicker.
Group. Give me group. New Orleans, baby. Love 'em.
Oh.
Love 'em.
Or is it groupie? Is it groupie?
Groupie?
It's
It's GRUPE. However you
It's
pronounce
group.
that.
Is it group or groupie? Mm,
I say group.
I say group.
I am group.
I think.
Yeah.
I am group.
I like group.
I think group sounds better.
I like
But hey,
group.
feel free to come on the pod and correct us.
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct us in the comments.
That's right. No, not in the comments. We don't care what they say. I mean, we love what
No,
they
we-
say.
We need engagement. We need engagement.
I was gonna say you can put pretty much anything in the comments as well. So actually, I probably shouldn't say that.
No, don't say
might
that.
be going a little bit too
We
far.
will ban you. We will ban
Banned.
you. Keep it simple.
We will ban you.
Keep it
We're not
simple in
afraid
the
to ban.
comments. That's right. That's right.
My team is bad. My team is bad.
Your team is so bad. Do you now finally admit that Najee Harris is a bad pick?
No, he's on the
That's
off.
a bad pick.
How
How
much
much
did you
did you
spend on
last
him?
week?
Yeah, how much did you spend on him? That's a good question, Tex.
$35.
How much?
35.
So that's what, 17.5% of your total cap?
Here's the
That
thing.
was fast math.
Najee Harris is a
Big
last
brain.
half of the season running back every year because he's got huge legs and he's still going 100% when other guys are tired.
Mm.
Look at
Motor
the
bet
guy.
me-
Hope so.
Bet
Mike,
me-
what did you do last week? What did you do last week?
I don't know. I don't watch him because he's
17.
trash.
17.
Wow. What does he average right now?
A little less than 17.
Yeah. Does he average under 10?
No, maybe.
What do you want me to check?
No,
Let's
maybe.
go to the numbers. Hang on, let's see what he
Let's go to
averages.
the-
I'm gonna guess like 10.4.
10.4?
Just over 10.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say like 7.5.
No.
Hang on.
That would be incredible if it's like 8.
Hang on.
No.
Najee Harris averages 9.4.
Yeah, but what did you do last week?
Last
That's not-
week. Last week he put up 15.6.
Boom.
He boomed.
He boomed. He boomed.
No, you know what I'm thinking of last week? 17 was Alexander Madison, who also is
Oh,
on the
there
off
you
right
go.
now.
I'll bet you $50 that Najee Harris does not average 11 points for the rest of the season.
I'm not
Starting
gonna take
now.
that bet.
Yeah, because he's not good.
No,
But-
no, he's not. He's not.
How can you say
No,
he's
but
on
he's-
the up and then not bet me $50 that he averages 11 points?
So I actually tried to trade Najee today.
How'd that go?
I got declined in about 20 minutes. But hear me out. Hear me out. It was a great trade. I was offering Najee Harris and Christian Watson to Maria for Javonte Williams, who's on her bench.
This is better because I was just at Maria's last week, and she said that she would trade just about anybody because her entire team stinks, and she would not take that trade.
Oh,
But
that's
it's-
rough.
I don't understand. If I'm giving her the you know fantasy like analysis thing, it gave me like a really really bad thing and her a good one.
Then why'd you try to make the trade?
Because I think Javonte Williams has huge upside, and I need to take some risk right now.
I don't know, man.
Because
If
Javonte
she
Williams,
said she'd trade anything, and she didn't, and she declined your trade, she didn't even let the trade expire. That was one bad enough where it's like, no, I gotta let him know this is not happening.
no, she didn't. The problem was she didn't even think about it. It was an immediate decline.
That makes it
She might
worse.
not even
Not
read.
bad, huh?
She told
Yeah.
me when
Let's-
she accepted the Bijan Robinson trade with Uncle Jim, she said she didn't even look. She just wanted to clear house. That's what she told me.
I offered her Calvin Ridley and like James Conner for Bijan like 5 weeks ago, and she didn't accept it when he sucked.
Well, she's past that point now. She
Ridiculous.
still
like
wouldn't
you,
take
man.
Najee. She still doesn't want Najee. So.
Oh no, it was Najee. It wasn't James Conner. It was Najee, but it was also Calvin Ridley.
Yeah, but Calvin Ridley's not having a good year. Like he's
But,
bad too.
but Najee's been having a better year than Bijan.
I don't know if that's true either.
Bijan's put up
yeah.
like 5.
Last week,
Bijan was out with
they
a
don't give him
headache.
carries.
Yeah, he had some headaches.
Yeah,
They don't give him carries.
his mind broke. All right, he'll figure it out.
He had a
give him
headache
carries.
problem. Yeah, he had a migraine.
Yeah,
Migraine.
I guess he's had a migraine for the last 5 weeks. Then
Guess
Give
what
him the ball.
Bijan? All right, wait. Najee Harris is better, right? What does Najee average? 9.4. Take a guess what Bijan averages.
11.3.
9.5.
12.8.
That's
12.8.
ridiculous.
Okay.
Okay, but let's see the last
9.5
like,
One
That's
and
rough.
one third Najee.
Let's see like the last 5 weeks.
The last 5 weeks, in order of most recent to least: 5.9, 12.2, 0.3, 13, 11.8, 19.7, 10, 22, 20.
We said 5 weeks. We didn't say 8 weeks.
Oh,
We said
no,
5
weeks.
weeks.
Oh, it's only the last 5. Okay, 5.9, 12.2, 0.3, 13, 11.8. Better than Najee.
That's terrible.
It's better than Najee.
That's not. That's not.
Okay.
0.3.
Oh, 0.3 1 week. Come on now. Come on. Don't be a chump.
And I had Calvin Ridley in there. I'm just saying.
Calvin Ridley's also trash.
What did he put up last week? 20.
Let me pull it back up.
That team's got too many receivers on that team. You got Ingram, you got Kirk, you got Ridley, you got Zay Jones. You got like
Yeah.
10 guys that can catch
That's
passes
fine.
any
That's
week.
fine. That's fine.
It's a
You're
good
even starting-
team, but it's
you're
not good
even
for fantasy.
starting him. He averages
No.
11.6.
No, he's on the bench because
He's
Jahan
sla-
Dot. Because
That's
Jahan,
slant
Dot,
man
Starting
numbers.
Jahan Dotson over him.
Jahan's on the up.
He's on the up, yeah, but you have Ridley on the bench.
Over the last 2 weeks, he's averaging like 20.
Let me ask you something. Would you start Bijan right now over him?
No.
Over John?
No, I wouldn't start Bijan over Najee right now.
Okay, well, there you have it. I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that. If you
I don't know,
argue with
man.
an idiot, you just have 2 idiots. So
I like that though. I do like that one.
That's not even his line.
who said it, Evan?
I gotta go. I'm running a definite loss this week, and then I'm 4-6, I think. But I have a beast of a team once everybody comes back from bye, so I need the nice 4-win finish. 8-6 playoffs. You heard it here first. Let's go.
Gross.
I like it. I got some work to do.
Nice coin clap there.
Yeah. Here we go.
I'll make that out.
Shout out coin.
Yeah, shout out coin.
Yes, that was better. Yeah.
No, my game plan was win early, win in the middle, and win late. We're doing it.
Yeah. It's like running a marathon. Run fast at the start, run fast in the middle, and run fast at the end.
Winning
Mhm.
strategy. I don't know why everyone doesn't do it.
Tex, you're a runner.
Just gotta get in
I
the
have a
playoffs.
question for you.
Yes.
To train running a marathon, okay? I watched this YouTuber. His name is Ludwig. Evan makes fun of me for it. He's funny. He has this idea for how to train for a marathon, and I want to know if you think it's stupid. Every day you run for 1 minute, but then the next day you run for an extra minute, and the next day you run for an extra minute. So like first day you run 1 minute, then 2, then 3, then 4, all the way up for like a couple months. Smart or stupid to train for a marathon?
Stupid.
So I would not say entirely stupid.
Okay.
I think he has the right idea, just poor execution. Where the way I would go about it, like, is to, for example, I'm focusing on doing a 5K distance.
Yeah.
Which is like a little over 3 miles.
3.2.
run that out, get used to doing that, track your time, try and get my time a little better, okay. And then like I'm hoping next year to do a half, I think it'd be super cool, but with 13 miles. So to get there, I'll go, all right, this is my 5K time, this is my 3 mile time. I'm getting that in a good place. I'm getting better at that. Then okay. Then regularly do 4 miles. Get comfortable with that. Then you go 5 miles. Then go. So that incremental approach, I think, is right. But I think you should be tracking more distance than time spent running.
Okay.
Because it'd be very easy to go out there and like your first day, you run for a minute, for example, right?
Yeah.
You run for a minute, and then 2 minutes, and then 3 minutes, and then finally you hit that wall at like 30 minutes, which is like an average 5K time. You're at 30 minutes and you're dogging it out there. And then 30 you have then the next day you have to run 31 and 32, and you just don't, when you don't have it, it's a lot easier to say, okay, well, I can run 32 minutes and just gouge your pace down into nothing and drag your feet out there. And then you're still doing the job. You're still running 32 minutes. It's just how far are you going? What's your pace like? Because that's really where you make the progress, when you're stressing the system, when you're pushing yourself. And it'd be very easy to get around that if you're only tracking the time you do it.
That's fair. What if, and this might not change your answer, what if the goal is just to finish the marathon, not necessarily have a good time?
Then don't
Anyone
go out
can finish a
and train it.
marathon.
Just walk it.
But then you could do it tomorrow without any training.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Fair. Okay.
Unless there's some kind of time bounds. If you say it's got to be within, I don't know, 4 hours or something.
Yeah,
you know,
like a typical marathon, like they'll usually cut you off after X amount of time.
Another thing is, yeah, if you're going a marathon, I agree with Tex, it needs to be distance, but if you're trained for a marathon, you need to practice running farther than a marathon too. Like if you're just getting to that 26 and be like, okay, cool, I can run 26. If you want to have like a decent time, I mean, if you're running a marathon, you want to try and have a decent time, you need to practice running 30 miles, right? You need to try and go further, so that way when it's actual marathon time, you're very comfortable, you're confident, and you know what you can do. And it's more than what you're about to do.
Okay, fair. I just,
Yep.
I'm not a big runner. I didn't know how to think about it. I thought that was interesting. Because I'm pretty sure
It's
they
like
all
the
called
make
him,
practice.
he
Yeah.
talked about it on the Yard podcast, and I'm pretty sure all of his co-hosts called him an idiot, and I wasn't sure how to feel about it
Idiot.
because I know nothing about it. So
I mean, he's onto something there, again, with the incremental approach, but
Yeah.
he's just wrong where you just how much time you spend out there.
fair.
I do like Ludwig, but that's not a good idea.
I'm a little bummed that I say only a little because going to the Michigan game, everyone loves a big Penn State game, but I'm a little bummed because I'm missing out on the Rocky 5K down here.
Oh,
They have you run the city and then you finish on the art museum steps.
that's awesome. That's so
And I
cool.
was super excited about it, and then I saw the date announced. And
That's tough. That's
We
tough.
were gonna do that. I remember talking about that with you. That would have, next year if it's not a home game or a non-important home game, maybe.
yeah.
But yo, I heard there's like a winter village down there. Tex you got in Philly, not far. At, like,
Tinseltown.
Tinseltown. It's like Winterfest or something.
Oh, that one.
Oh, Winterfest. Yeah, that's
Ryan was talking to me about it. Yeah.
Oh,
Apparently,
shocker. I'm 3 for 3. The last 3 times I've seen him, 3 times he's told me about Winterfest. How him and me used to take the train down. They have little huts. They have fire pits. There's ice skating, spiked hot chocolate. He got the same rundown the last 3 times I saw him.
Yo,
So-
speaking
Love it,
of,
love
when are we getting the apartment warming party going down at your place?
The apartment is still warming.
Mm.
Not warm yet. But we're getting there. We're
All right.
no, honestly, no one.
We'll help
so-
warm.
I say don't feel left out because no one's been down here yet.
No, I
not
don't feel
even-
left out. I just want to know when we could do it.
Yeah, not even Chutch and Uncle Bill yet.
Okay.
So,
Don't dodge the question.
Yeah, that's not an answer.
So December, my parents are coming down, and Bill, and then the holiday madness and everything pending, whatever's open there. But once the year flips over, my calendar's wide open, dude. We'll
Let's
probably
go,
set something
let's
up in
go.
January.
Beautiful. All right.
Go to a
Also-
Sixers game.
Yeah.
Yo,
Go to an
yes.
Eagles playoff game.
Sixers.
Yes.
I saw.
No.
Game Time is the site. Game Time Sports.
Okay.
If you wait kind of last minute, I can right now get a Sixers, which I thought about doing, but I'm probably gonna be too gassed for it. But the Sixers are playing a Sunday night, and right now you can get a ticket for like $14.
That's
It's bargain.
I'll do it. Yes.
So
Who are they playing?
I
for
forget.
$14 doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Wemby. Go see Wemby.
So yeah, especially if you're trying to get Sixers games, go look for game time. Game time.
Game time. Got it. Good looks. Appreciate that.
So I'm kind of surprised we haven't brought this up yet. I mean, the big thing surrounding Michigan, Connor Stallions.
Oh, we missed that. Yeah,
how,
we
how
got
we
off
not talking about that?
We talked about science
the
thing a little bit.
signage.
I mean, yeah,
We did.
but like, so I
No, we
just
gotta-
wanna-
We
I
gotta
want-
dive in. Yeah, we gotta dive in.
So first of all, this story is maybe the craziest, like, goofiest news story in college football that I can remember.
Goofy is the word.
It is, and it's goofy.
It is good. It is goofy. Yeah.
There's like the
It's-
video of
it's
him on the
crazy.
sideline with the sunglasses, and you see like the little recorder light come on for like Central Michigan or something like that. You can't script that. Like that's
It's like a scene from The Naked Gun.
yeah. I've never seen
It's-
that, but yeah,
it's nuts.
Honestly, it's worth it. Like if you're looking for like a just stupid comedy movie, definitely worth your time.
okay.
I forget what the actor's name is, but like it's completely like dry and ridiculous humor.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's
I'll watch.
comical.
I'll absolutely watch.
So it's just goofy is the right word for this Connor Stallion story. Like it's just you can't make this stuff up because it's
Yeah.
too stupid.
Yeah,
Love how it's all like really the crap sitting the fan this week.
yeah.
We kind of lucked out on that one a little bit. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
I'm not saying it's going to tip the game in our favor or anything, but it certainly ain't hurting to let
No.
them all wonder if anybody's going to be suspended, if the season's going to be canceled, if
Yep.
all this unlikely stuff probably that won't happen anyway. But doesn't hurt to have it
Perfect
hanging
storm.
over their heads while they're rocking in. Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I'll take it.
I also think it's crazy because the sign stealing, like it doesn't affect the game, whatever. Then why do it? Then why are you doing it? It's just
Yeah,
such a bad argument.
Those takes are. Yeah, those takes are ridiculous.
Yeah.
Like it makes absolutely no sense that you could
Then-
say
then you're even
what the
dumber
play is
to
going
do
to be and it doesn't affect the game.
Yeah.
Yes, then why waste the time and resources?
Yeah.
Makes no sense.
And
That's
risk
just not true.
what's
Like-
happening now. Like
Right.
yeah, it's so
If it
dumb.
doesn't help you.
Yeah.
Of course it does. Of course
And then
it helps you.
I love that they didn't come out and say we didn't do this. They came out and said there's no evidence that we did this. That's the
Yeah,
cherry on top. It's like they know they're done, and they just said, "Oh, we're gonna take down the rest of the Big Ten." Which because
When your defense is, well, everyone else is doing it, you know you're screwed.
yep. And did
The
you see
best
how
part
they-
about it,
Yeah.
I think, is that if we lose now, you cheat. That's why we lost. Because you cheat. So no matter what, that's no problem. That's my favorite part. about it.
Everybody's gonna say that too. I mean, like
True.
think about if they win the title.
Oh,
Can you imagine?
Cheaters.
Oh,
Cheaters.
It's gonna
Nobody
be
will
nuts.
recognize that as a title. Nobody, except for
Yep.
Michigan fans.
How about this? Tomorrow morning, well, Friday morning, the day before the game, for our viewers who come back and watch this video later. Friday morning before the Michigan game, NCAA is going to come out and announce sanctions. Michigan season canceled. James Franklin finally gets that win over a top 10 team with the asterisk.
Oh
I would
my
take it.
goodness, I would take it. I'd absolutely take
Actually-
it.
I would take it, but
Yep.
then it doesn't count as the win. They didn't play.
That's the point.
And,
Oh,
and,
I'm an
and,
idiot.
and I also would have wasted money on tickets. So hopefully that doesn't happen.
Yeah, no, we don't want that. We don't want that.
What I hope happens
But I do-
is
I
that
would
Harbaugh
think-
gets the suspension early on Friday.
Don't care.
That would be nice. That'd be
That
nice.
would be
I would
awesome.
rather him stay in. I would rather
Yeah.
him be in. I'm trying to be Harbaugh.
Nope. I want the
We
team
just
kicked
want to
off,
stir the pot.
stir the pot,
Yep.
get them off their toes, whatever, And Penn State, for the first time in a long time, Penn State will be like the hero coming to fight the big bad bully. And it's
We are,
awesome.
we are,
I'm here
we
for
are.
it. I'm here for
We
it.
are right now.
Yeah. I
Man,
love it.
I can't stand Michigan.
No, I hate
Like I
it.
can tolerate Ohio State. I can't stand Michigan.
I was talking about this
No, they're the worst.
with my
They're the worst.
professor and a couple of the guys in my lab, and they were saying, "Oh, I don't like teams, but I don't really hate anybody." I said, "No, I have hate for Michigan. I hate them. That's like the one." And I'm like, I'm not fond of Ohio State, but I hate Michigan.
You know, the
Yeah,
only player I ever like out of Michigan for any sport is Jordan Poole, and I love Jordan Poole. But like aside from him, I don't like any Michigan guys at all.
No.
Like that's the only one, which is crazy.
it's just it's the attitude. It's the attitude of the program. It's the moral high ground, even though clearly that's not what actually happens.
Yeah.
It's
Aside from Jordan Poole, he's the GOAT.
the entitlement. It's the snotty, disposition. It's couldn't happen to a better program. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
But Iowa's a close second.
I hate Iowa too. No, I hate Iowa too.
Yeah,
That's true.
Iowa
Yeah.
can burn.
He's Tannen.
Yep. Tannen.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tannen.
Tannen.
Shout out
Tannen,
Tannen,
if
but
you're watching.
not
Yeah,
your team, Tannen.
Tanner.
Oh,
Tanner.
You know,
Tough day.
Tannen's been having like weekly calls with Craig about real estate.
they haven't had one in a while.
That's what I heard. It's been quiet
They're
in the Craig house, but
They're off of it right now.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Make
We
it
got
happen.
anything else, or you think we're
no,
pretty good? there?
honestly, I think that's a wrap. I think we hit our hour. I think that's a good time. Unless anybody has anything they really want to say.
I got
Number
nothing.
Episode 1.
Episode
Go
1, baby.
State.
One down.
Unrivaled
Episode
Games
1, baby.
Podcast. We didn't
The
say the name of the
actual
podcast.
first
Unrivaled
recorded.
Games.
The actual first episode recorded.
Yeah, actual first one. No,
Yes.
no,
Yeah,
no
Harvey
practice. No practice.
Start-
Unlimited
We didn't do this
games.
before.
This was the first time we ever decided to step in front of a camera. We did not have 2 episodes scrapped. 2.5 episodes scrapped. That didn't happen. This is the first.
Unlimited
No.
games.
Unlimited Games
Nope.
Podcast.
Never done it. Unlimited.
Unlimited.
Games.
Or no games, but unlimited games.
Unlimited.
Unlimited games.
Unlimited games.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching.